Welcome to the final lap. This is where we are going to round it up, and I believe that this will be our last two videos, record the last, and then it has been an awesome moment all through. So this today we're going to talk about starting from where you are. I believe that the question that will be raging in the heart of many people listening all through this series is, how will I start? I've learned so far, but where can I start? I want to assure you that no matter the level or no matter how dejected, poor, and broke you are, there is still hope for you. For the Bible says there is a hope for a tree that is cut down, that at the scent of water, it will spring back to life again. So there is a hope for you, and this uh, video is going to capture your questions that have been raising your heart of starting from where you are. And I want to do it in one video before, but I want to put it in two phases. So that means by tomorrow we're going to end everything. So we also first bring out all the principles that you need to start from where you are, and then we talk about everything we need. So but we see starting from where you are, we're actually talking about the means to search out principles that can take you from the level you are now to the next financial place you want to be. That means if you want to start from where you are, it means that you have to play by some rules and then keep going as life giving you space. But that does not mean that you're not going to meet obstacles. Perhaps those principles that you have learned will be applied properly, and they're going to shift away every obstacle or mountains that you may find in your financial journey. That means you may be little, helpless, hopeless, or at disadvantage. But nevertheless, there are certain secrets that can be a source of advantage to you as you desire to arise financially. So you must learn and know that there are secrets that that are already be optimized, and they have been found out to be a disadvantage to you as you desire to rise financially. So you have to know this very well. So before we explore on viable steps on how to get to where you are, so I want us to use this video first to talk about these following financial terminologies to us in a nutshell. And remember, I've promised us that I'm going to do a lot of these financial terminologies. Very, very important. Very, very important. And the first one is the principle of budgeting. I believe that many people have been asking, or they have been trying to figure out what is actually budgeting, and people have already no clue about it. But in layman language, this time around, I'm going to give us what we mean by budgeting. So, what is budgeting? So, when we say you want to create budget for your financial goal, for your family goal, your corporate finance, for ministry, what does mean budgeting? That means budgeting is simply means a process of creating a plan on how to spend your money. Maybe I think it's more simpler that way. Budgeting is just a process of creating a plan on how to spend money. So if we say we make budget, we want to make a plan on how to spend. That means we are now conscious of not spending the money anyhow. We are now conscious of not misusing the money or mismanaging it, or spending money without track, or spending money without knowing where we spend it to. So budgeting has a way to put factors of tracking, know where you spend the money to, know what you spend to, know when you spend it, know how you spend it, know true means of spending it. You see that now. So the list is ending. So budgeting makes you fulfill a lot of core principles that is well. So you know how you spend it, you know when you spend it, you know what to spend it on, you know the amount that is being spent, even to a single cover, or a single cent. So any spending, or let me say any spending plan, is what we call budgeting. Any spending plan. So that's why in organization they want to buy many things. What it think they have to buy, you just go to market and start spending and buying. No, you have to say, what do we need? You first list it out. How much? They will say, okay, we need how many rather? We need 10 things to buy. Okay, how much? They put figures in front of them. Then they go to market and compare and contrast prices. So they go to the one that have a good price in the market, and also they go for the ones that have good quality, because sometimes you can spend on bad quality and still spend again. So budgeting will make you know what you are spending on in case you are wasting money or you are spending money wisely. Also, budgeting also means balancing your expenses with the rate of your income. Budgeting means balancing your expenses with the rate of your income, putting on scale all income received, and exercise accurate measurement on how to spend it. So, in broader sense, budgeting means that you are balancing your income you receive and you are exercising courteous and accurate measurement on how to spend it. That means you are weighing both what you earn and what you want to spend. So you are conscious of not spending beyond what you are earning. You are conscious of not overspending more than what you are earning. So that means to budget. So when let's say all your earning is 100,000, that means you want to budget everything you want to spend within that month, within that range, or even below that range. See that now? That means you can't be budgeting 200,000. What you are earning a month is just 100,000. That's not a way to spend. Except you're going to enter debt. And remember, we have talked about how people spend unwisely and they enter debt every now and then. So even as a company that knows its profit margin, they know their capital, they know their lease, they know their reimbursement, they know what they make. So they want to put their budget on what they can afford, because they know what they make, they know what they can spend. So no sane directors or CEO or human resource manager will spend beyond what the company is making, except in a rare case when you want to enter good debt of buying some materials to make more money. And you know the goal of a business is to make more money. So anything a business spends literally is not a liability, it's actually an asset. Either it come by outright purchase, or it come on lease, or it come by borrowing or loan to buy. They know that at the end of the day is going to make more money from them. So what that thing does to you is that it gives you how to budget your income. The second thing is what we call the financial intelligence. As people have been hearing financial intelligence, but I'm going to explain what financial intelligence means in layman language. Financial intelligence is the ability to acquire and execute accurate knowledge in finances. So when you say about financial intelligence, talking about that person have accurate knowledge in financial times. Like people like me now that teaches finances, you can say I am financially intelligent. Why? Because I've acquired ability and I've acquired financial knowledge. So anybody who can do a do have financial knowledge or financial work, either is a trained accountant or not, is called to have financial intelligence. Also, it is also the ability to analyze figures in accounting science. So financial intelligence is ability to analyze figures in accounting science by being able to calculate profit, liquidity, leverage, loss, wear and tear, debt, damages, return on investment, what we call ROI, and many more, with the aid of diverse accounting measurement skills like balance sheet, like cash flow statement, like ledger, like single and double entry ledger. And you see, this thing, accounting intelligence, is not meant for accounting people only. It's a skill that everybody needs, especially when you want to keep track of cash inflow and cash outflow. Very important. In elementary school, elementary science, there is a level of accounting in the dollar that they teach us ledger. They taught us ledger. They taught us cash inflow, cash outflow. In fact, at this elementary stage, every student must pass through it. It is when you now get to a certain stage in the secondary school, that's when you now know that you want to go for science or for arts or for commerce. I'm talking about uh, um, Nigeria education system now. So at elementary stage, they teach you everything because they don't believe that accounting skills should not be something anybody should wade off, because in our language, in our organization, in everything we do as humans, finances is involved. And anytime finances is involved, there is a need for accounting measurement skills. So even in ministry, I always say that sometimes you need to keep track of inflow and outflow at every level you believe you can do. Sometimes it may not be that you are deep into accounting measurement skills, but at a very peripheral level, it should still work at a basic level. In fact, sometimes when people see me, they say that, you used to ask me, am I accounting student? I said no. But the way you do this accounting stuff, I said it's a skill that you have to learn. And one thing about accounting stuff is that when you are ready to learn it make you become uh basic. You have big knowledge about data science, data analysis, because accounting measurement skill is actually keeping data. It may not be it will just be at the surface level, but you know how to analyze data, analyze uh information, because when liquid you have profits to carry out, you have liquidity, you have leverage, you have wear and tear, you have debt to carry out, you have damages. You have to figure out where one money go, even to a single cover, where it goes and how it went. You need accounting skills. So those are what we call financial intelligence. It's just basic ability to acquire accurate knowledge in finances. So it doesn't mean whether you are accounting person or not. You just need to have that intelligence at a surface level, as you may think it may be. And if your work requires that you go deeper, you have to go deeper. I have found many people that are not accounting school, but they have to go for things, professional course in accounting. They might not necessarily need to go to university and study accounting for 4 years, but there's a professional courses that can run through 6 months, run through 3 months, some are even 2 weeks, but they are very intensive training. 2 weeks that can give you basic level of accounting that will be useful at every level in time. So when you now need deeper surface of it, that is when an accountant can now come in to do some things and you pay for it. But at a surface level, we should be able to analyze. It's like somebody want to put his money in an investment, he does not know the ROI, the return of investment, and you say you want to invest. You don't have accounting intelligence, you don't have financial intelligence, because you have to know that every investment have a return, and it must return at a percentage, so that you not got cheated. Imagine people just go and put their money and say they will have interest in it. The question is, at what percentage? They don't know. And because people that collect the money from them, they knew that they're not financially intelligent, so they cheat them. Instead of them to have 50% on their interest, they are giving them 10%, so they cut 5% away. You see that now? So 5% goes to people that cheat them, and sometimes they even more lower than that. You see that now? And depending on the volume of the investment, sometimes 5% can be a huge money, and somebody will rip it off. And they are not a broker, they are just somebody that just want to help out, but they know that the person is ignorant, does not know the returns that come on it, so they get cheated. Very, very important to know about financial intelligence. Also, financial planning. The third one is financial planning. What is financial planning? Now, financial planning is the ability to identify your needs and objectives. Note my definition very well. Financial planning is the ability to identify your needs and objectives, gather information, then analyze the information, and develop plan presentation, and implement the plan. Then review your progress over time. I know that's very huge, but I will take it again because it's a test, it's a step by step process. Financial planning is the ability to first identify your need and objective, then you gather information about it, then that information you analyze it and develop a plan, then you present your plan and then implement the plan. That you are going to pass through 5 or 6 phases. So we say somebody is financially planning something. Number one, you first identify your need. What do you need? Okay, I need food, I need clothes, I need shelter, I need a gadget, I need this and that. That's what we call financial planning. That's your first need, an objective. And when you need it, you have to state an objective towards it. Why do you need this thing? Because there must be a why. You just say you need clothes. Why? Okay, I need clothes because my job need it. Okay, I need shoes because my job need it. Okay, I need a new phone because of the work I've done. That's an objective behind the need. Then you have to gather information around it. Okay, how much are they selling phone? Which phone is the best for the kind of job you are doing? Then you have to analyze the information. Okay, which one is between the range of your income that will not tear your pocket? That's analyzing information. That's analyzing the kind of phone you have to use. You see that now? Maybe you need iPhone, maybe you need the Android, maybe you need a Samsung, maybe you need a Techno phone, maybe you need a LG phone or anything. See that now? So the one that will suit the kind of thing you need fit for is called analyzing. Then you develop plan for it. How will I buy it? Should I go for outright purchase? Should I buy paying small? Should I buy and pay twice? Okay, should I borrow and buy it and pay back later? So that's what we call developing plan. Then you present the plan and implement it. So after a thorough investigation, you know the one that can help you, and then you review your progress over time. So if you develop a plan to buy it in 6 months, then you need to review it over time. Also, financial planning is also the ability to evaluate and prioritize goals, develop long-term and short-term financial plan, monitor budget, and develop balanced budget to actualize the plan. This is talking about the first thing I explained. It's also the ability to evaluate and prioritize goals. That means you must know what you need first before even opting for financial planning, and you must state the reason why you need it. Because until reason is behind it, you just want to spend anyhow. So you must spend with reason. So that will make you prioritize goals. Make you know what and what. In economic terms, there are some that are very important, they are important, and they are less important. That means you must know how to put each other on different scale. You must learn to go for the things that are very important, to things that are important, and things that are less important. You see that now. Then you monitor your budget, you know what you are earning, then you develop a long-term or financial plan, or long-term or short-term financial plan for it. And also you have to develop balanced budget to actualize the plan. So you budget for it. And don't forget, I told about budget. That budgeting is about how you plan to spend your money. That means you are weighing your income versus your expenses. So also, financial planning is a way of evaluating both current and future finance of an individual or corporate body by assets, by value, by income and capital. So financial planning is a way of evaluating both current and future finance of an individual or a corporate body. is you are evaluating the finance of an individual or corporate body, you are evaluating their present and their future. by assets, by value, by income and capital. It helps to make proper assessment by calculating risk, debt, and potential spending. It is also a foreknowledge of income by estimating cash needed to complete a project at hand. It is also a foreknowledge of income. Financial planning is a foreknowledge of your income by estimating cash needed to complete a project at hand. So when we say we want to do financial plan, we want to we want to have foreknowledge of what we are having at our pocket. So we are back on it. It's talking about what Bible says that who want to build a tower that will not first sit down and count the cost, whether you'll be able to finish it. Less it starts and not finish, and people got to mock him. It's a sin that you feel to do financial planning. Imagine you want to build a house and the estimate of building the, let's say, a bungalow now is 50 cement that finish it from the bottom to the top. And then what your pocket can carry is 30 bags. That means you can't start. And if you start, you already know that you're going to finish halfway, because that material, that income does not warrant to start a project and finish it. That financial planning, you sit down, count the cost. Can I finish this thing? Can I? Or if I start building it by now, by the time I get to the middle, I should be able to have more, or by then collect my salary, or by then collect certain wages, or by then collect certain profits. So that now it's called we call planning. So that by the time you start it, you'll be able to finish it off. So financial planning is a foreknowledge of your income. You know what the pocket can carry. You know what your liquidity in bank can carry. You know what it can carry. So foolishly, if you start without knowing, you are going to get to know the middle of the journey, that you start on the wrong pedestal. So a man that start and finish have more honor than a man who just start and stop halfway. So financial planning is just to know your pocket and know how to spend it, whether to embark on it, whether to stop, whether to add more resources to it, and whether to even not even embark on the journey at all. Also, financial discipline. What is the financial discipline? And what does it mean that when we see somebody financially disciplined? Well, I'm going to say this one in a layman language. Financial discipline is the act of setting specific monetary, in brackets, savings and spending. Let me take it. Financial discipline is the art of setting specific monetary goals and measuring oneself against how well things is to be achieved. Financial discipline is the act of setting specific monetary goals and measuring oneself against how well things is to be achieved. Where once financial discipline is established, a person can now step further to become financially independent. Can now become financially independent. So uh, financial discipline is just what do you call it now? It's just like somebody who knows how to handle money. That simple enough. Let me use that word. Financial discipline is talking about somebody who knows how to handle money. Somebody who is not carried away, who is not pressured to spend, who is not in competition to spend. I think those are the words that are actually easy to use. Somebody who is not uh, moved by trending things online or anywhere. They spend with focus, they spend with precision, they spend with why. They spend with goal intended. They spend with accuracy and intelligence. So when we say somebody is financial discipline, we are simply saying somebody who knows how to handle money, or somebody who is not pressured in spending. Because the height of financial indiscipline is just spending anyhow, especially spending to impress people, spending to follow trends, spending to be fulfill amount, spending to ease off pressure on yourself. Those are the attributes of people that are financially disciplined. But people that are financially disciplined, they spend and they have a view, they have reasons for spending. So financial discipline drive out excessive spending. It drive out excessive spending, creating saving patterns, and evaluate financial cycles to make quality decisions or quality wise decisions. So when somebody begins to create saving plans, investment plans before they spend, those are what people will call financial discipline. That no matter the amount of their budget, no matter the volume of what they want to buy, they will first set some money aside into saving, into investment, and then the rest can go into the. Those are people that are very disciplined. That means no matter the pressure, they have beat their chest and they have modulate their mindset that uh spending don't uh never end. Like I always say, it in finance, spending will never end. It will never end. You will keep spending all the days of your life. But one thing that you can do to help yourself in entering trouble is to first put something aside, no matter how little it is. I said it last time. Spending will never end. There will never be a day that you not spend. Even if you don't spend, you have to go straight to spend eventually. Man cannot cease from spending. You see that now. Once you are in this earth, the earth is designed for you to always spend. But one thing that you can do is that keep aside some amount of money, savings. That's why people that are not disciplined cannot do savings. They can't. They can't. If you have met few not disciplined people in this life, very few of them. In fact, many of them they are on low salary. As low as that salary is, they still save. But I keep to ask them, what is is it that you want to suffer in life? Also, it was when I grew, I began to understand why they did so, because they knew that uh they can't stop spending. That's the truth. It's a constant law. But they knew that when problem arises, there will be no other people to stand for them except themselves. So one of the things they can do to help themselves at that initial stage is to first put something to fall back on in the day of emergency. And let me tell you, if you're a kind of person that you knew that there's nobody there to help you do some things and you are spending anyhow, you are not wise. So you are very indisciplined financially. You see that now. So financial discipline is talking about people who know how to handle money via savings before spending. Also, the next one is what we call financial strategy. Yes, financial strategy. What do we mean by financial strategy? We are talking about an approach or methodology employed to carry out or execute financial plan based on your divine goals, vision, objective, or either personal or business level. So when we say financial strategy is a subset of financial planning. There will not be strategy when there is no plan. It's from the financial plan of what you have already defined, what you want to spend money on, and why you want to spend it. That's when strategy now come in to now make it easy for you. So when we say financial planning, we're talking about the approach or methodology you carry out to execute financial plan. Let me explain this way. Let's say um I want to buy a car. Let's say the car is 5 million naira. I have planned everything to buy the car. Now, what is the strategy to buy the car? Now, strategy is that I want to be paying to the car owner, let's say 500,000 every month, or 300,000 every month, or 200,000 every month, or 400,000 or 1 million every month. Now, that strategy is talking about making it easy for you. Now, if my salary is 1 million naira every month, I want to buy a car of 5 million naira. That means I have to see my salary for 5 months to buy the car of 5 million naira. But if I knew that putting 1 million naira aside every month will cost me a lot of things, regarding my expenses, my basic needs will be because in fact it will affect my efficiency at work or everything. What can I do? It's cost strategy. Okay, instead of buying the car in 5 months of savings my entire salary, what about buying the car in 10 months? That means I can spend my salary to 500,000 for me, 500,000 goes for the car, and I will pay in installment for 10 months. Then after 10 months, 5 million is complete. I collected my car. Strategy. Strategy is just telling you how to spend the money an easy way that will not affect you. And it is not a strategy until you know how to spend the money without affecting you. If you spend the money and affect you, it's not a strategy at all. I even call it what strategy or full strategy. It is not strategy at all, because strategy means that it make it easy for you. It's as simple as that. Once it's not easy for you to do, it is not a strategy. Okay, I want to move a large stone. I can't carry it. But can I cause somebody to break the stone for me in pieces and carry one by one? It may look slow, but I'm moving, I'm making progress. Before you know it, maybe they piece the stone for me in maybe in 20 pieces or 10 pieces or 50 pieces. My own, and as much as I'm on motion and I keep taking it brick by bricks, stone upon stone, eventually I'm going to finish carrying all the stone. It's called strategy. Strategy is coming to break a complex idea, complex project into pieces and take it up brick by bricks. It's called strategy. Anything that is very too complex for you to carry, it is you just act out. It is never strategy. Never. Once you are still doing it and it's still becoming hard for you to do, it's not strategy yet. Even in God, when you have a complex mission to achieve or a complex goal to achieve, it must not be complex when strategy come into place. If it is still complex after you say you do strategy, it is never strategy at all. It is never, because the only goal of strategy is to make things easy. That's the only goal it comes to solve. That's the only thing strategy came to do. Any other thing apart from that is not strategy. Financial strategy improve litigation with spending extra expenses in executing projects, or to avoid miscellaneous expenditure that may arise through ignorance, negligence, or unawareness in order to contain fees and undue expenses. So strategy come to lead to avoid litigation or improve litigation ladder, to avoid undue expenses, cut down certain fees, make it easy for you. You don't need to go and be borrowing to do it. You can do it outright by yourself. Do that now. So when people don't have the right strategy, things always become too difficult. Always become too difficult. In fact, extremely difficult, because people will believe that they are doing the right thing, and you will see that their approach, their strategy is actually off balance. In fact, it is no strategy at all. That's why people say you have strategy. I look at what they are calling strategy. It's not it. You are just acting out based on emotion and feelings. Because strategy comes to make it easier. It comes to make it easier. That's the goal it came to solve. It came to make it easier. Once it's not easier, it's already. So the next one is financial stability. What is financial stability? Financial stability is the approach. Financial stability is the process of meeting needs, basic needs. The process of meeting your basic needs without a cost to borrow, or loan, that you can actually meet all your daily expenses without borrowing or relying on anyone to help you out. That will call financial stability. You are not financially stable until or unless you can cater for your need all by yourself and you can work it out. That what you are earning, your income is enough to cater for your basic need. Stability is focusing on what make you stable, and what make you stable is just your basic need, that I can eat, I can put roof over my head, I can buy clothes. As simple as those three things means, very very important. Any other thing you now want to do, you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, especially shopping, you want to go on vacation in Maldives or Seychelles, those are things that come with financial freedom. But stability says I can eat, I can put roof over my head, no matter how little it is, and I can buy clothes. Those three basic needs are very important. So stability is talking about three things. It's talking about three things. It's talking about three things. Your need, which is quality of your food, shelter, and clothing. Food, shelter, and clothing. Food, shelter, and clothing. Any other thing apart from that is not needed. In fact, it's not part of. And you see, many of the problems we have in the world today is full of stability. Is food problem, shelter problem, and that's the one of the basic reasons why poverty exists. Food problem, shelter problem, clothing problem. That's all. Once you can put something to your mouth, you can put over your body, and you can close your nakedness. You are financially stable. Any other thing is increase. It's increase. So once that thing, so after financial stability, there now comes financial freedom. which is the last thing I want to explain. Financial freedom. Financial freedom is the availability of resources and time to use for the kingdom plus peace of mind. The first definitions I have here is that financial freedom is the availability of resources and time to use for the kingdom with peace of mind. You're asking me why peace of mind. I say, no, there's no money you want to have that is my peace of mind that is a real money. That's a problem. That's a chaos. You see that now? So financial freedom is talking about you have resources and time. Resources and time. And also financial resources is the presence of financial freedom rather is the presence of financial resources, abundance, and time, coupled peace of mind. Any wealth amassed without sound health and peace of mind does not give financial freedom yet. It may give you finances for a moment, but freedom will never be attached to it. Never. Never. Financial freedom is when you have resources, you have time in abundance, and money making does not control your time anymore. That means you don't have to even go to work before you earn money. It's called financial freedom. Or you have less work and more time to yourself. It's called financial freedom. So any wealth a man amass without sound health, without peace of mind, without timing, without free time, is not financial freedom yet. You may still be at the stage of stability. Because at stability you work for everything. You work hard to put roof over your head, you work hard to clothe yourself, you work hard to feed yourself at every level. But at financial freedom level, you have time and resources. At that point, you have worked hard, then there's a wait for you. You see that now. Financial freedom is also the ability to financial freedom. Financial freedom is also what they call it now. It is also the ability to be free from debt. Is also the ability to be free from debt, loan, borrowing, and poverty with the adverse effects that come with them, with adverse effects that come with them, that comes with them. What are the adverse effects that come from debt? No peace of mind. That's why peace of mind cannot be removed from financial freedom. That's why I'm manning you to your ears that financial freedom is talking about having peace of mind and having financial resources. You see that now? So financial resources is talking about your freedom to be free from debt. You are not financially free until you are free from debt, you are free from borrowing, you are free from loans. You are free from loans. You are free from poverty. So when you say financial freedom, we're talking about somebody who is free from poverty, who is free from hardship, who is free from loan, who is free from debt, who is free from the grip of anything called hardship. And you can't enter financial stability until you can't enter financial freedom until you are first financially stable. See that now. So stability comes before freedom. A man who is still staggering, who is working staggering, or let me say a toddler who just staggering, he's just trying to find his stable, find his stability and his feet to grip the ground. That because he's moving and staggering, that does not mean that he's free from falling. He can still fall because it's still staggering. It's not stable yet. That's how it is. So you can see stability as a toddler who trying to walk. He walk a little, he fell down, pick it up again, fell down, again fell down. That's stability. But when you come freedom, that's at a point you can even sprint and run at full speed and you not fall down. It's something that comes with maturity of age. See that now. So you can't a child that have not crawl and walk cannot sprint. See that now. So it's a gradual process. The process of being stable is the process of trying to figure out everything and you can cater for yourself without needing the help of anybody. So any other thing people should come and help you to do must not center around your basic need anymore. It should be around what you want to achieve, your bigger goals that go beyond you, goals that go beyond just feeding, goals that go. If people want to help you around, it should be around things that goes beyond you, a vision you want to fulfill, a goal you want to achieve, a objective what you are longing for. That's what it means. So financial freedom is also the ability to experience liberty, to enjoy your wealth, invest your money or invest your wealth for more returns, build fortified financial security to protect what you have labored for, and pass on your wealth to the generation coming after you. So when we say you are financially free, it means that you have experienced liberty to enjoy what you have worked for, enjoy your wealth, and you can even put that wealth to bring more money. You can invest your wealth, invest your money to bring more wealth, and you have built fortified financial security to protect what you are labored for, and also you can pass on the wealth to the next generation coming after you. That is when somebody is now financially stable. So financial stability does not stop until you enter financial freedom. So financial freedom is actually what everybody should be working towards. Although everything starts from stability, but after you become stable, you should be able to be free and free from debt. Because as stability, you can still have the item of debt around you, loans here and there, small debt to pay, small fees, owing people some money, this and that. It's all the effect that comes with stability, and it's quite all that understanding because you are just finding your feet. So you charge it toddler by start working, we fall down, you will crawl a little, walk again, fall down. You just try to get his momentum. So those are the things that come with stability, and it's quite understandable because you can stable at times means you are going to fight a lot of battle, a lot of basic need battle. You can buy something on credit, or you owe somebody money, you owe somebody some. It just happens around it. But when you have finally become stable, that you don't borrow anymore, that's when you now finally enter financial freedom. When there's no need for you to borrow, there's no need for you to collect loan, there's no need for you to buy anything on credit or enter any debt. There's no need for poverty to even have any work in your life. You are now financially free, absolutely financially free. So, and any effect that come with poverty is not going to affect you. So that was means to financially free. So I'm going to stop here for this video. Our last video, I'm going to talk on how to start. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because we also need this basic knowledge before we start, so that you will know where you are. So when we say start from where you are, that means that you know where you are, whether you are at the point of financial stability or at the point of financial freedom, or you are just trying to find your financial discipline. You are trying to find your trying to be financially disciplined, or you're trying to just figure out life at basic level as you can do. See that now. So it makes you know where you are and what next you need to do, or what the next job you need to do concerning it. So that's what we call all this financial. So next thing we talk about, we're going to explore a Bible verse, a third Bible verse to give us deep understanding on these concepts of starting from where you are. I'm not going to give you anything intellectual as it were. I'm going to give you something biblical because the word of God have been tried 7 times and have been proven. So it is more, it's more of a short prophecy than any other thing that you can read in any book, because Bible is the most potent book we ever seen on earth, ever seen on earth. So all my derivatives will come from the scripture in our next video. I believe that you have your value for time and you have learned one or two things about these terminologies on starting where you are. So starting where you are means that you know where you are, because if you don't know where you are, you can't even squarely know where you are going. So all these things I explain this video will let you know where you currently are. Then you how to bring conscious effort to to bring out the best from your position of where you are. So I believe that we have our value for time and we have learned one or two things as God has helped us. Until next time I come your way, do well to comment, like, and also subscribe and share this video to our people that may need this kind of information. Until next time I come your way, do well to remain blessed. God bless you and bye for now.